Alright, hello there guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you my entire process on how I created this poster. The canvas that I'm going to be using is 2400 pixels by 3000 pixels, and that translates to 8 inches wide by 10 inches high. I like to use pixels, so I'm gonna press here and create a new canvas. First, I like to always use a small grid that I like to use for most of my designs, even though the photo is gonna take the entire page, but I wanna create it just a tiny bit small. I'll duplicate the rectangle, make it shorter, and here is where the title is going to be. Make this one just a little bit lighter, and at the bottom I want some sort of subtext, but smaller. Let's try to even everything. It looks like everything is even out like that. Now I have here I have the main photo, here I want the title, and down here I want a subtext or subtitle. First I bring the photo. This one is the one that I want to be using for this poster. I want to make it a tiny bit bigger, center it out around there. I think that looks fine. And now I'm not going to be using this rectangle, so I can delete it. Title is gonna be here, and for the title I want to use the song from Paleface Swiss, song that is called Enough, and question. Let's make it closer to each other and enlarge the text. Now make it a tiny bit smaller. I want to use Helvetica Bold. Let's short the text a tiny bit more so we can center it out. Maybe around 115 pixels. Bring it up. And now that rectangle I can delete. So make the photo a tiny bit shorter because I want the weapon to be shown. I think that looks perfect. And over here I want to copy paste some lyrics of the song. So if I just make some random text, Photoshop already passed the Lorem Ipsum, so I just pretty much make it what I want the text to be. Let's delete all of these around there. I already got my lyrics and copy paste them. If you don't know which setting is that one, you can just Control A, which select everything, scroll down here, and on the paragraph you got to the left side you got middle, and right side I want to use this one, which evens out everything. Subtext maybe regular and maybe about 16. Let's see how it looks on 18. But over here I don't want to use this, so I delete, and I fixed this. Let's see, once again, maybe 17. 16 works best for me. Let's delete the rectangle, bring it down. Let's try to even it out with the title. 17 it is. Short this, bring it down, and I already know I want both of the guys on white, everything else on red. So let me create a small rectangle here, select the color that I want to use, which is this one, so then we don't have to guess the color. I duplicate the image, convert it into a layer, remove the background. As you can see, it's just both of the guys. I know this one is going to be on top, this one is going to have gradient map, and everything that is white I want to delete the mask, since I'm not going to be using any masks for this design. I press on the white, and everything that is white is going to be red, and everything that is black, it will stay black. As I was explaining before, they're gonna be black, so I don't have to mask the gradient maps. I can just press here, convert it into a smart object, go to filter gallery. Let's zoom out. From soft, maybe use the clump one, and start playing around and see how I want it to look like. I think this one looks awesome. Let's hide it with this arrow here. The good thing about making the layers smart objects is that whenever you want to change everything, you can just double click here and it will bring you to the edits that you did before and edit them. And this one, let's go again to filter gallery. I think that looks fine as it is. As you can see, I got both of the guys on white, background on red. There's no discrepancies on the guy. Everything looks fine to me. Everything is how I want it to look, but since here there's like a silhouette, I don't want the silhouette there. Let's create a layer and start painting that area on black so it makes sense. And now everything looks like a cohesive design. Maybe this area around here too, went into black. Same at these small areas here, so everything looks cohesive. And I know this area is with the guys, so I just press here, create a new layer on top of it, paint it to black. Everything else looks perfect. Zoom out. I already have pretty much my entire setting. Let's hide the square for now. I don't think I'm going to be using the square anymore. So right now I just need to add some textures and call it a day. I want to bring this texture and maybe around here. And for this texture, I want it to be vivid light. Let's bring another texture. I want to use this one and enlarge it to the corners like so. And this one I want it to be lightened, just like that. And if you can see, this texture, instead of being black and white, it has colors on it. So I just press here, converting to black and white, and with Alt press you can see over here it creates some sort of like arrow and square. Turn it there. Same with this one, black and white, and make this one. As you can see, now everything that had color before now is on black and white, and everything else is black and white. It's not different shapes or anything like that. And this texture from vivid light, I'll change it to linear light and bring the opacity down a tiny bit. I think that looks perfect. Let's see how it looks if I bring this one there, bring this one down a tiny bit as well. And now for the text, I want to press both of them and press Ctrl G, create a group. Let's type text, turn it to green. And for the text, only for the text, I want this texture, so I just check it there and Alt, bring it there. As you can see, it only affects the text rather than everything else. As you can see, if I press multiply, it affects everything, but if I just make it to the text, it only affects the text. And now I find a good position for it. I think around there looks perfect. And let's see the text also. If I turn off both of the texture also has some sort of colors in it. I just press on it, press here, turn it black and white, and only affect the text. And now you can see the difference. Now it's completely black and white. Let's bring both of the textures back and press here, texture 1, texture 2. Let's make both of the textures orange. I think the blacks can stay there like so, but let's turn it into yellow. This is a texture, so orange. This is black and white. Let's delete the square. We got the text, and over here I notice that there's a dot that I don't want there, so let's paint it black. Let's zoom out and see if there's something else that needs to be painted. Maybe these ones here and around here, and these ones. Now everything looks cohesive, and as you can see, in less than 10 minutes I was able to create a brutalism poster design. If this video was helpful for you, please consider like and subscribe. It will help my channel a lot. Let me know down in the comments if you like to see more content like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.